Our pharmaceutical production plant in Nizhny Novgorod has been working on the pharmaceutical market for more than 20 years. We use different pharmaceutical equipment that meets the requirements and standards of GMP to produce our products. Last year our company started producing vitamins in tablets. Even before designing the vitamin production site, we made a list of necessary pharmaceutical equipment. The list contained both main machines and auxiliary equipment. We planned to make the production area of tablets fully automated and as technologically advanced as possible. It had to be equipment that would provide the full cycle of vitamin production, from raw material supply to the finished product. At a meeting on the development of production, the laboratory engineer suggested buying a modern granulator that performs drying and granulation in a fluidized bed. The fluidized bed is a pelletizing process that is a mixture of liquid and powder, resulting in perfectly spherical pellets. I, as the chief engineer, was tasked with finding and procuring such laboratory equipment. The machine should be automated. The operations of mixing tablet mixtures, granulation, drying and powdering should be performed in one apparatus. Single equipment load up to 10 kilograms. The chief technologist of our plant recommended to contact the manufacturers of the equipment first. They provide warranty service, drawings, operating instructions, carry out assembly, and installation of the equipment produced. I followed his advice. I chose one company on the internet that produces pharmaceutical equipment in Germany, went to their site, and wrote a letter, in which I indicated the equipment I wanted to buy, and asked for a specific machine. The manager asked for my phone number, and said she would call me back in the evening, when she checked with her company engineer about the capabilities of drying and pelletizing equipment. However, she did not call in the evening. I contacted them the next day. The manager said that she had forwarded the request to the design department, and that she would contact me when she got an answer. This seemed strange to me. When do I wait for an answer? How long to wait for an answer? This was not a business-like approach to the customer. I gave up my own search for equipment for drying and pelletizing in a fluidized bed. And then I remembered that at the Forum of Producers of Equipment for the Pharmaceutical Industry in Moscow, I met a specialist who was engaged in selection and supply of equipment for production of medicines. I found his business card, and before contacting him I decided to check whether he really engaged in the supply of machines for the pharmaceutical industry. In order to do this I found his company's website, and carefully studied the information on it. I liked that the website was up to date, with video clips of the equipment, and many contacts for communication. I also noticed that the website had been around since 2003. The manager emailed me the passport, and instructions for operating the equipment. I liked the proposed version of the equipment for drying and pelletizing powders, and I agreed with the management. A week later we signed a contract for supply of fluidized bed drying and pelletizing equipment, and a month after signing the contract my manager called me, and told me the machine was ready, and would make its delivery in a week. When the machine arrived at the facility, we were able to evaluate its quality. The tabletop machine was made of quality stainless steel material, a modern machine with convenient push-button controls. An upward-directed air stream lifts up a layer of solids, which begins to boil like a liquid. The layer is in a state of fluidization. Indicators of air pressure in the equipment, temperature are placed on the control panel. The laboratory engineer was satisfied with the laboratory pelletizer for drying and pelletizing in the fluidized bed. I was pleased that I accomplished the task 100%. I probably would not have gotten such an excellent result in such a short time if I had gone the route of selecting the machine myself. Experience has shown that the decision to seek professional help was the right one. I plan to use the services of a specialist from this firm in the future in the selection of basic equipment for our vitamin production area. People think that everything is easy for professionals in their business, but I am sure that such professionals work to keep us so.